So I just got back from the gym. I went on a run earlier today, and most of the day I've been eating like shit. Day before that, I broke day 5 on 75 hard. Completely went off the rails, watched porn, ate like shit, felt like shit, didn't post on Instagram, didn't post on YouTube. And all of this originated from a bad sleep schedule. Before that, if you can see on my hand, I went to a concert. Stayed out till about 2 a.m. Smoked weed at that concert. First time I smoked weed in I don't even know how long. And something that I think is important to say, especially regarding self-improvement, is despite these setbacks, despite my setback perhaps originating at deciding to go to this concert with friends, even though I otherwise wouldn't have, but they insisted on me going, is that life needs to be lived. And a problem that I've personally had with self-improvement is trying to optimize every single godforsaken thing in my life, to the point where I discipline myself to the point of almost automation, being a fucking robot, which is how most people live, but I don't think it's the way to live, especially if you're somebody who is actually trying to improve their quality of life, because you can very easily ruin your life in the opposite direction. Sure, you're in shape, sure you eat all your macros every single solitary day, sure you're diced to the bone. I'm not diced to the bone, so I can't really speak for that, but sure, you go to the gym. Sure, you do all your schoolwork, and then you work on a business, and then you have everything in your Google Calendar, and you fucking meticulously do everything that you need to do on your to-do list. And then what happens at the end of that? Yes, you make great amounts of progress, perhaps, but you feel like shit still. You still feel like you didn't do enough. And I think the problem with self-improvement is that it's gotten to this incel level of isolation and staying away from women because they'll hinder your progress, and staying away from friends because they'll hinder your progress, and staying away from unhealthy food because it will hinder your progress. What is the end game to all of this? Sure, I'm sure you have a goal, and the reason why you're trying to optimize for everything is because that is what's required to reach your goal. But in the process of reaching that goal, if you don't slow down a little bit and smell the roses, you're getting older and older, your social skills are diminishing. Sure, you're getting a lot healthier, which is great, but you have no social connections. And there's such a focus on just perfecting every little thing that you can do to the point of exhaustion. And then even if you were 100% productive the entire day, you still wouldn't be satisfied. I know that's what happens to me. And so with that concert that I went to, I caught myself saying, oh man, I wish I didn't go to that, because then my discipline wouldn't be messed up. Then I wouldn't have watched porn, then I wouldn't have smoked weed. Was that concert worth it? Breaking my discipline? Breaking these streaks that ultimately mean nothing? To spend time with people, spend time with friends, spend time in a room with elevated energy, and to actually enjoy my life? I think people try, especially self-improvement gurus, they try to get you to absolutely burn yourself out so that you will ask them for help. And I think that is using their clients as a means to an end, which I think is completely wrong. Completely wrong. And I think this idea, this insecure work 24/7 mindset is one that will slowly kill all the personality and soul that you had to the point where you turn into a fucking robot. And it's absolutely outrageous, the fact that You are choosing to turn yourself into a robot who produces a lot of work, who will in turn pay a lot of taxes. The point that I want to make is to enjoy some of your life. Keep those streaks, do 75 hard, go to the gym, eat healthy, but it is not the end of the world to let loose a little tiny bit. Because me personally, my social skills have completely diminished as a result of isolating myself. I'm scared of girls. It's scary to talk to girls, and maybe that's how it will always be. But it's not going to get any easier if I just isolate myself from them and act like, oh, can't let these girls ruin my grind set. Dude, you're a pussy. Plainly put, you're a pussy. And not only are you scared of women, but you are scared of yourself. And that is why you're trying to constantly optimize every single thing in your life to be perfect. Because then just maybe, God will bless you with something. Maybe you'll be good enough if you just optimize every single thing in your entire life. No. You will not be good enough until you believe that you are good enough in your current moment. Strive for something greater. Do better. It makes you feel good. But don't base your self-worth upon external circumstances. Don't base your self-worth on how your body looks. If you work on your body, you will in turn get more self-worth. It will be easier to find self-worth. I can 100% attest to that. But you need to realize this mind virus for what it is. And it's something that will keep eating you and eating you and eating you until your life is ruined in the opposite direction. Yeah, you're 12% body fat. You're jacked to the bone. You're on steroids. You're eating a 100% healthy diet 24/7. You're running a business. You're making all this money. You get all these women, maybe. You had no friends. You have no friends. You've isolated yourself from your family. Your relationships have suffered as a result. And now all you have is this jacked physique, but you feel like shit. And so I think this is a warning to even my past self, my current self, and my future self. To realize that you are inherently valuable as you are. You have worth, you have value just as much as anyone else does. And the money in your bank account does not determine how much you are worth. Your physique does not determine how much you are worth. How you feel about yourself determines how much you're worth. And if you don't actively work on your own personality and your own brain through meditation, through prayer, through things like that, all those things, they will diminish. And your life will be ruined in the other direction. I do not attest to watching porn. I do not attest to eating shitty food. But I am not perfect, and neither is anyone else. And anybody who portrays themselves as perfect is someone who is probably lying and is trying to get you to sell them, to get you to buy something from them. These people, these gurus who you're listening to that are telling you that you just need to grind harder every day, most of them faked it until they made it. Most of them bought a card that they couldn't afford, posted it on YouTube, got a lot of views, and then people followed them and were like, oh, if I buy this course, I can do this. It's the Andrew Tate model. So many people are doing it. You need to realize this trap for what it is. Okay? So many people are just trying to make money off of you. Even myself. I have an ulterior motive. My business, my goal is to coach people to get in shape and to build discipline and to have their goals go on autopilot through a step-by-step process that programs their subconscious mind. I'm a psychology major and I've read about 40 books on it. I'm also trying to make money off of you. But you need to realize that for what it is. Because some people are using people as means to an end. They're using, and maybe that's just the capitalistic system. But I wholeheartedly believe in coaching people for the love of coaching, not coaching people for the love of money. I think it is inherently wrong to do things as a means of an end. And if you are somebody who is constantly on the grind set, you likely have somebody, whether it be Andrew Tate, other creators in this space, that are trying to make money off of you. They're trying to make you burn yourself out. They're trying to take you down to your last limb when you can't be 100% perfect all the time. And they profit off of your insecurity. I've been through the fucking ringer, man. I've been through this, and it sucks. Oh, if I can just get in a little better shape. Oh, if I can just work a little bit harder. Oh, if I can just post 3 more Instagram reels today. Oh, if I can just optimize my Google Calendar schedule and wake up at the exact time every single day and post 15 stories on my Instagram so that people can see my... Live your life, bro. Don't let self-improvement ruin it. Because whether you're fat, addicted to drugs, and you sleep with thousands of women, and you have 14 STDs, or you're super jacked, ripped, do no drugs, and you don't talk to any women, we're all going to end up in the same exact place. No one is going to be remembered in 100 years. Maybe you will. Maybe. I hope you can. I hope I can. But statistically, it's unlikely. Now, that doesn't mean to not chase your dreams and not do something great. I wholeheartedly encourage that. Like, do something great. But live your life. Don't let self-improvement ruin it. Self-improvement is about going into the ringer, adding some better habits in your life, and then continuing to live your normal life. It's not about being insecure, having your heart broken, going into the gym, and then just trying to get better, and trying to post more, trying to make more money. Figures on a screen, bro. The government doesn't even print money anymore. They just put numbers on a screen. It's not real. It's not real. It doesn't define your worth. And you are completely propagandized into believing that these external things determine your worth. They do not at all. The people in this space will shame you. They will purposely make you insecure. They will tell you things that linger in your subconscious mind to make you be even harder on yourself so that you will just buy something from them. And I was somebody who did that. And it didn't make me feel any better. And I bet the people that are even living in Miami doesn't make them feel any better. And I think it's just part of being like 20. Like, I'm 20. It's part of, you want to get all this money and chase all these women, and then maybe you can get five matches on Tinder, and then maybe you can fuck one of them. Oh. Or you can just talk to women in person like they're people. But instead you've been locked away. I got a journal. I got to list 15 things that I'm grateful for. And then I got to do my affirmations. And then I got to wake up at 4 a.m., take a cold shower, not beat my dick for 13 years. And then I can continue to do that. Ooh-wee, man. Then what? I think we need to realize this for what it is, and it's a men's mental health crisis. Feeling like you're not good enough. Nothing is going to solve that except working on yourself. And I'm not talking about being hard on yourself. I'm talking about surrounding yourself with people that make you feel good. Doing things that make you feel proud of yourself. Not as a means to an end, but for yourself. Doing things for other people. Doing things that are fun, just not letting it get out of hand. And if you're like me, you got heartbroken, and you've been locked away, endlessly working and ruminating on how you're so bad at everything, I'm telling you that Yeah, I have muscles now. Yeah, I know a whole lot more about nutrition, know a whole lot more about finances, know a whole lot more about business, know a whole lot more about editing. I'm still just your average Joe. We're all just average Joes. And I think a lot of problems emerge when you don't think that you're just an average Joe. Because that's when you start treating people like they're objects. And that's not good. Anyways, boys, I wholeheartedly encourage discipline. I wholeheartedly encourage working out and eating healthier and educating yourself more than mindlessly consuming things, because your state will just feel more enjoyable. But not as a means to an end. Not as something like, oh, well, if I read this book, then I'll get all this, and then treating everything in life like it's a transaction. Right? I got an uncle, he's pretty loaded. Let me show you what he invented. Printers that do the fast drying ink on. So he's pretty loaded. Guess what? He doesn't wake up at 4 a.m. every day. He doesn't take cold showers. He just did what he loved, got good at it, and invented something. Provided a good service. Implanted himself into a place where his product would help other people make more money. Right? Because if you have the printers that is required by government law to put on containers, and then you patent it, every manufacturer's got to give you money. Doesn't wake up at 4 a.m. His biggest value is family. Biggest value is family. He does set goals. He believes in reading. He knows a lot about stuff. Very humble. Lets other people speak. Doesn't think he's better than everyone else. Money is not about exploiting others, in my opinion. I think capitalism kind of takes advantage of it. You kind of have to, in order to make money, you have to get money from other people. So some people do it unethically, some people do it ethically. I bought this gum because it makes my breath smell nice, and I like chewing gum. Gives me a jawline. So if you can just provide a service that helps people, you'll make money. You don't have to exploit people, you know? I think just slow down a bit, you know? It's February, almost towards the end of February, and I've been grinding all year. Every single solitary day. I've gained pretty much no followers on Instagram, a couple subscribers on YouTube, and that's granted how it's going to be. I'm still going to keep showing up because a lot of people won't. And I believe I have value to offer to the world. My personal experiences, I have the ability to tell people things that other people won't tell them. If I had somebody to tell me things that they wouldn't tell me, people with the same goals as me, I would improve so much faster. And that's why I act as I do towards others. I'll fucking tell you what you need to do to get somewhere. And I'm working on being humble about it. I'm not, I help you figure out your goals, what they are. We work towards them. And then I act in the position as somebody who has achieved that goal. And then I help you get through that. What things you need to be doing. I hold you accountable. All while improving your mindset, making you believe in yourself, which I think is the most important thing to start off with, because a lot of people don't even try. A lot of people don't even produce content. I'm kind of just rambling at this point, but I hope you got something valuable from this. Don't let self-improvement ruin your life. Let it supplement your life. Okay? Because nobody's perfect, and anyone who acts like they are is lying to you. You do not need to be perfect. My motto is progress, not perfection. Even if you kept showing up. You know, I watched porn today. I'm ashamed of it. I ate like shit today. I'm ashamed of it. But I still ran. I still went to the gym. Still caught some W's. Still made this video.